Wow, this game looks cool. Complicated, but cool.
Oh yeah, I really do enjoy this one quite a bit.
I agree. And so far, this might actually be my favorite Sonic game. Okay, so when it comes to the story of this game, there's this big war against Dr. Eggman and his robot troops. So Sonic and almost all of his friends are attempting to work together and stop the war. Yeah, and Dr. Eggman is also teaming up with this new villain called Infinite, who has this ruby that gives him god level powers.
And that power gives him the ability to manipulate reality. With that power, he can create reality, destroy it, and even alter it.
Even as well as able to create imposters as well. Like, he created a fake Shadow, a fake Metal Sonic, and fake other characters. I forgot their names. It was kind of unexpected, to be honest.
You know, for a minute there, I actually thought Shadow joined Eggman's army along with those other characters. But no, it turned out to be a fake. And as for Sonic, I really like that we get to see almost all of Sonic's friends working together to stop Eggman and his army. I mean, there's Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Vector, Charmy, Espio, Rouge, Silver, and then Shadow will later on join them. Yeah, it was really nice to see them all work together. But it's a really big shame that we can't play as any of them. Well, except for Shadow, kind of. Except, I think we can only play as him after we finish the main story. Actually, that's a DLC. Oh. This is also one of those games where you can create your own character.
And that character is one of the main characters, and a playable one.
Yes, and I believe we can also choose what animal they are, what kind of clothes they wear, and what type of weapons they use. I really do like this feature in video games, where we get to create our own characters, and those characters will be one of the main characters in those specific games. It's a very cool feature.
Yeah, me too. We even as well have that feature in LEGO DC Supervillains, for those who didn't know.
I also would like to point out that Dr. Eggman had something called a Death Egg. Is that supposed to be like an Eggman version of the Death Star? Because that's kind of what it looks like.
Who knows? Maybe it's a reference. If I could think of any bad qualities with the game, well, I don't really like the origin story that they gave Infinite. It felt a bit too sympathetic. Yeah, so Infinite just turned pure evil just because he was humiliated by Shadow, calling him pathetic and whatnot. Yeah, I've never seen that before.
Yeah, I'll be honest. When I first got introduced to this character, I thought he was interesting. But this origin story made me say otherwise.
Yeah, maybe it would have been better if they just didn't give him an origin story. There's also one playable character that we forgot to mention, and that's Classic Sonic. You know, Sonic from another dimension, who somehow came into their dimension. It was pretty cool to see him in this, but there's one thing I don't quite understand. Why is he mute? You know, he doesn't talk for some reason, and I don't know why. Yeah, that is kind of confusing, I will agree. I mean, Sonic, he's not really a silent type of character. Well, at least not usually. And besides, I've seen this version of Sonic before in some of the older cartoons, and he was not mute in those. Yeah, and what's his name? Jaleel White? Imagine how cool it would have been if they brought him back. Oh yeah, imagine that. That would have been awesome. But overall, I would say that this looks like a really great game. I mean, the graphics look amazing, the gameplay looks sick, and the voice cast did a really good job in their roles.
Yeah, I agree.
Anyways, I think that'll be it for the review. I'm gonna rate this game an 8.5 out of 10. And guys, stay tuned for our next review for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles video game based on the 2003 show. The first game, that is. Well, it's about time we're finally going to review the first game, because for some reason we reviewed the third game first. Hey, it was an accident, okay? Whatever. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please leave a like. But if you like this channel, please subscribe. See you next time.